Hello everybody, this is Scurvin. I'm just dropping a little note to say that I hope you enjoyed my blog. I hope you enjoyed my writing on Lance Scurvin's favorite bedtime crackhead story, or crackhead bedtime story, whichever it was. It's about 4:03 in the morning, and I'm still up. And this is when I create the best, and when the airwaves are kind of clear, and there's no interruptions. The world is asleep. This is when I thrive. So I guess I'm a creative vampire. But that blog was written from the heart. When I think back to our old neighborhood, 134th Street up in New York City, and I think about every family that lived there were so many people, the majority, that were affected by the crack epidemic. And the crack epidemic, even though the media chooses not to really face it and talk about it as much, it's still there. It's almost become a part of our, let me turn this down, I don't know if this is too loud, but it's almost become a part of the fabric of our society. We accept that now, just the way we accept AIDS. We have to battle it, we have to deal with it, and we should not accept it like, okay, business as usual. We should live accordingly where we reject it and we don't have it around us anymore. But until then, until we exhibit that discipline and fill in the voids and the cracks that make us do the behavior that brings all this about, it's going to continue to happen. It's a spiritual issue. It's a void inside of us because we're not really being fed correctly. That's it. I mean, it's not anything just physical or just ego. It's definitely spiritual, because when you're spiritually intact, very few things can get in on you that way. But nobody's perfect. We're here on this earth. We're here to strive. We're here to make ourselves better, and we all have a cross to bear. And for some of us, it's more public than private. There's some who put their nose up to other people in private, in public, but in private, they're going through stuff. You know, most of the times we work so hard to appear to be the real thing than actually, you know, being the real thing in silence and toiling behind closed doors. Anyway, before I get off the subject, because this is not going to be a long one, I just wanted to say, when I think about my old neighborhood up in New York City, house by house, in the whole neighborhood, all around the corner, down the block for miles, every house was affected by the crack epidemic. People have lost sons, daughters, fathers, mothers. You know it. Anywhere you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. I don't care if you're way out in a rural area in the country, back to the urban areas of the big cities. You know, crack has touched every household in some form or fashion. And if you're lucky or blessed not to have a crackhead family member, a crackhead stole something from inside your house, whether it be a laptop, a VCR back in the day, you know, VCRs, TVs. There are a lot of TVs in the house that did not come with a warranty and did not come from Best Buy or Target, which Target wasn't around then, I don't think, but whatever was around. PC Riches, remember them? You know, PC Riches had a lot of stuff stolen from crackheads. Maybe that's why they went out of business. But anyway, you know, we've all been touched by this. And so, in me bearing my soul with my personal story, and because of that situation with my brother, there's so many more stories I can tell you. And being the fact that he used drugs for a long time, whatever was in vogue or fashion, you know, it made me to be the person that I am, because I did not want to indulge in those things. I might have indulged with too many girlfriends at one time in my life, but you know, the drugs, which that was my drug, okay, but substances, never, because I see what it can do. I saw the heartache that it brought my mother. I saw the frustration it brought to my father. You know, I never wanted to bring that to them. So you know, I want to hear some of your stories. If you want to type it in anonymously, email it to me. The information is right there at the bottom of the blog. Let's share our stories, because this has been around a long time, and it seems to not be going anywhere, and maybe we can find a way to deal with it. You know, there's a lot of heartache and a lot of broken families, a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow. It's terrible, you know, and thank God for those of us who didn't have to deal with it directly in our home. You're blessed, and I know how blessed I am by getting to this age of 46 years old and not having to never touching those things, but I had it around me, and it hurt my mother so bad, and my father, and people in the neighborhood, and I watched it. It made for crazy stories. It makes for crazy YouTube videos and Black Planet videos and whatever form it can go up. But it's really nothing funny to it. It's really a sad situation. So anyway, that being said, my prayers go out to all the families who are affected by this drug and all drugs. And may God be with you. And just love your kids, hug them every day, tell them I love you, and don't let this thing, wreck up your family. I mean, with your kids, watch them like hawks. And I was speaking to someone earlier, and I told them one of my insights was that the prior generation's way of upbringing is not strong enough for the present generation of children, because it's like a virus. I'm not calling kids viruses, but it's like a virus. The kids get more immune to the discipline and the ways and things that put us in check. Every progressive generation comes with something stronger. They get wiser. Now we can get information faster. They can see things. They really lose their childhood sometimes from the things they see on the internet, and they get too wise. And here we are thinking like, well, they're little babies, they're little people who don't know as much, and they're wise beyond. Maybe they can teach us a few things, So you have to be on your kids like a hawk. Watch what's in their rooms, look through things, any behaviors, watch who they hang with, know where they are at all times. It's really an important thing. I'm going to be drawing some things on that. There's so much to do artistically and so much that I see. So, bear with me. I know sometimes I say I'm going to do things and it's a little slower. It doesn't come out as fast. But, like I said, I live a full life. You know what I mean? So if I could not have a job and just draw, that would be wonderful. So on that note, if you like what I do and I start selling these things soon, which I'm looking to put some things out for sale, support a brother, okay? Because I will be enhancing your life with some wonderfully creative things that you will not find in Walmart and Target and places out there. So put your money where your mouth is. I'm doing my part, you do yours. I'm just playing with you. My stuff, I do it from the heart. But anyway, I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. It's 10 minutes after 4 right now. And tomorrow when I wake up, I got some more stuff to do. So I will see you then. Night, night.